think to herself that she got so confused she ran and left the pot behind, because she didn't need that no more, because she understood she didn't have to go to the well no more. She understood it was in her. She understood that the outside water was not going to do her no good. Jesus said, look here, if you keep coming to this place, you're going to keep coming to it, and you're going to keep coming to it. He said, but if you drink of me, if you be immersed in me, if you get saturated in me, if you allow the Holy Spirit to move in your life, you'll find out that, oh my God, help me here, you'll be a well of water springing up in the inside. You can drink from your own fountain. See, Jesus just didn't want her to go to a place to drink and to pull every day, but he wanted her to pull from within. There's a fountain that's in you tonight. Can I get a witness here? I said there is a fountain that is in you tonight. There's a well that is springing out to everlasting life. Oh my God. Come on, he is the real drink tonight. Jesus is the real drink. He's the real food tonight. He that eateth and drinketh will never thirst again. There's a water that's moving us in the direction. I decree and declare tonight you are saturated. Your problems are saturated. You know when things get saturated, they start breaking apart, they start getting loose. So the more he talked, the more she got wet. Some of us need to get wet tonight. We've been too dry. You've been too thirsty. The world says you thirsty. Yeah, but I'm thirsty for Christ. You've been too dry. You've been too thirsty. You've been too stagnated. Somebody touch your neighbor and say, move. No, don't be afraid. I'm touching, say move. It's time to move. John 4:13 says these words. But whoever drinks the water, oh my God, look here. He didn't say you're going to drink it. No, ma'am. Okay. Wow. Everybody don't want to drink. No, they don't. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's real. Whoever. That's please. Jesus is a bad man. Yeah. Okay. He's not going to force you. That's right. But whoever drinks the water I give, they will never thirst. Never. There won't be no need. Indeed, the water I give him will become in him a fount, or a fountain of water, springing out to, your Bible say eternal life. The Messenger Bible say endless life. Okay, thank you for the life. So there's no end to the flow. You know, end to your flow. Oh God, thank you tonight. When you are anointed and you're saturated, yes. Everything you need is in the flow. In the flow. After Christ's conversation with the woman at the well, she understood she didn't have to wait any longer or go any further. Because Christ knew her inside out. Thank you, Lord God. Man, God knows us. Yes. Oh, Lord. He knows us inside out. Thank you, Father. Isaiah now began to speak about 5 prophetic promise of this living water. Oh man, this is so good, y'all. This is so good to me. Yeah. Because I'm just writing it today, so you know I'm eating like y'all. And that's good. Yes. I think y'all enjoying it more. Yes. Yes. Because I got to feed and try to eat. That's a time right there. So, 5 prophetic promise of the living water. The first thing he says, behold, I do a new thing. Yes, ma'am. So now you must ask yourself, what is the new thing? Well, I thought the new thing was naming it, claiming it. But when we look at the scripture, the new thing is a well of water.
My God, teach us, help us.
Jesus is not trying to give us nothing physical. Woo. But he wants you to get this well. He wants you to get this living water.
Yes, ma'am.
He wants you to get this water that brings transformation. Because the more saturated she became, the more she started changing.
Yes.
The more her desire and attitude start changing. I know that I'm a preacher by heart, amen. And so there were some people maybe years ago, I'm going to tell this testimony, when they came underneath the ministry, they were shacking up.
Okay.
Amen. They were living together. But I kept spewing the water. And, you know, I didn't attack the son, I just preached the gospel. Amen. The Bible said that you wash the church by the washing of the word. Amen. The word is water. The word will do it. You hear what I'm saying? And I kept preaching the word, and I kept preaching the word, and all of a sudden they came and said, Pastor, I was a pastor, and he said, Pastor, you know what? I got to get married, man. I can't go back home like this. I got to get married. And so I started marrying at Bible study. Can I get a witness here? We start putting people to marriage at Bible study because the washing of the word started convicting them. And so I was not going to give the enemy no room. So I said, oh, you really need, you want to get married? Yeah. I went in the office, put on my robe, got my Bible. Can I get a witness? And I unite them. Can I get a witness here? I had people that came to Bible study, didn't have a ring. I took my ring off and give it to them. You know what I'm saying? The word of God will saturate your life. If you want to get with us right, it's a pastor, you give us your ring. I said, keep the ring, God, and give me another one. So when the waters begin to flow, you got to size the moment. You hear what I'm saying? You got to make it right. And so the new thing that God is trying to give us is to bring us in the spiritual dimension. Water represents the spirit, amen? And God needs the church to be spiritual. God don't need you begging for house, car, and land. That's in the package. Can I get a witness? That if you get saturated enough, can I get a witness here? If you get grounded enough, if you get rain on enough, if you get wet enough, if you get dip enough, then everything you need will flow out of the package. Tell somebody tonight it's in the package. It's in the benefit of God. Can I get church need to drink. The church need to drink. The church need to drink. Get drunk. And the Holy Ghost gets drunk. When you are drink from the fountain that flow from the January. It's with us. The Spirit of God will heal you, will deliver you, will set you free, will meet you where you are. Messed up, dry, brittle, thirsty, but he'll meet you at your well. Can I get a witness? Your well of trouble, your well of pain, your well of agony, your well of frustration. Jesus will meet you at your well. Begin to fall here. Let the heavens begin to open tonight. Sit down, sit down. He says, "I'm fire." There's a fervent fire that will open blind eyes tonight. I don't care. There's a fire that will open blind eyes. Something naturally and spiritually. Let me give these 5 prophetic stories.
Oh my God.
He promised us 5 prophetic promise of the living water. I'll do a new thing. The new thing is the well of water springing out to endless life.
Endless. Teach that, Jesus.
Jesus wants you to live.
That's right. Oh my God.
He wants you to enjoy life. Son, that's so cute.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, Father.
We missed the whole thing.
The whole thing. Oh, Lord.
This lady calls it. Leaders cannot effectively feed and water if they themselves are malnutrition.
Please say that, Jesus. Say that. Say that.
Leaders cannot effectively, watch this, feed or drink if they themselves are malnutrition.
Help us.
Then that means you can't grow.
That's right. Help the house of Apostle.
You need an anointed man or woman of God.
Yes, we do. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely, Apostle.
That is saturated with the anointing. Saturated with the power. See, Joel began to speak about this water. Go to Acts 2:17 for me. You used to going to Joel 2:28, but let's tap it at Acts 2:17. Leaders must become this pure spring that is coming out of the flow of Christ. Leaders must become a pure spring. Y'all, we almost finished. Must become a pure spring of water. The Lord told me this. The Lord said he's pulling down and he's shutting down churches.
My God.
He's shutting down churches because he's going to free his people.
All right.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're going where God's sending them.
Oh,
Yes.
that's it.
And he's going to have to shut some doors so you can be free.
Amen.
Teach that, Jesus, and declare it.
So,
Declare that.
so any leaders holding people for money,
Okay.
well, you might as well just go and get a 9-to-5 because you be working.
Amen.
Oh, wow. Teach it.
No. The Lord in the commonwealth of a kingdom,
Jesus, come on here.
everybody need is met.
Yes, ma'am.
Because the king's going to take care of all our needs.
Yes, he will. He is, Apostle. He is. Come on.
I don't care what walks of life
My God.
you can. It doesn't matter what you walk through.
My God.
In the commonwealth, everybody's taken care of.
Thank you, Father.
In the infrastructure of the kingdom, Jesus is going to take care of his people.
Yes.
Read Acts 22:17.
Acts 2:17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out my spirit
The water.
upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
In this flow, in order that God people can come, the reason why he's going to pour out his spirit, that they have to come to a place that they can be refreshed.
Thank you, Lord God. Thank you for the refreshing.
That their need can be met.
Yes. Oh my God.
They have to be saturated.
Saturated.
And a leader that is dry going to have to move.
All right.
Oh my God. Say that.
Oh, they can keep the pulpit. They have pulpit without power. Pulpit without demonstration. Pulpit without miracles. Pulpit without a flock.
Come on here. Thank you, Father.
God going to let them keep the pulpit.
Okay. Oh my God.
And make a way.
Yes.
Okay, that's the first one. Now he'll do new thing. The second prophetic promise is he'll make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
My God.
Now wilderness and desert, the common denomination is dry places.
Yes. Thank you tonight, God.
Thirsty places. But the proper terminology for wilderness is for those who feel like they were left alone.
My God.
God's going to water you.
Thank you, God.
Those who feel like they've been abandoned, God's going to water you.
Thank you tonight.
The deserts are those that have been neglected, left for dead.
Teach that, Chief.
But there's a water coming in the desert. You hear what I'm saying? There's some things that have hurted you, but there's a water that's coming to your desert.
Come on. Thank you for the water tonight, God. Thank you, God.
Y'all going there?
Yes, ma'am.
And everything that has been flowing outside of the spirit, when the water comes, it's going to move it back in position.
Thank you, God.
Amen. And one thing about this water, according to Isaiah 55:1, in the wilderness and in the desert, you need no money.
That's what he said.
Come on, somebody. This water is free.
Yeah.
So there is no excuse for you not to drink. Can I get a witness here?
Yes.
I said there is no excuse for you not to recover in 2018.
All right.
There is no excuse for you not to come out of bankruptcy in 2018 because you don't need no money. And the invitation have already been given. Come all you who are thirsty. See, the requirement is, are you thirsty? Now, if you're not thirsty, then you're not going to be able to drink. But you got to be thirsty. And you got to be thirsty for Jesus Christ. All you who are thirsty, all you, I can't read it. Rose, read for me. Isaiah 55:1. I ain't got no glasses. Read. That's what old people used to say.
Read it.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all know they used to say it. At Pentecost, you know they used to read. Half of them read, so they said read.
Yep.
Isaiah 55:1.
Oh, everyone that thirsts.
Come whole. That's for each of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Look, everyone that's thirsts. Go ahead.
Come ye to the water.
Come to the waters.
Right.
Go ahead.
And he that has no money.
And you don't need no money.
Right. Come ye buy and eat.
Come buy and eat.
Right. Yea, come buy wine and
Without wine or milk.
Without money.
Without money.
And without
without cause. Because what? Jesus paid the price.
Yes, he did.
1 Corinthians 6:20. Jesus paid the price for you to drink.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. I'm going to say that again. Jesus paid the price for you to drink.
Yes.
Jesus paid the price for you to come out.
Yes.
Let me just go ahead and preach, because some of y'all are tired. You know, y'all want to ring, but I'm not get out your way. But Jesus paid the price. The third thing is, the beasts of the field shall honor him. The beast, the dragon, and the owl.
Okay.
Why? Because God is going to even be good to the beasts.
Oh, right. Teach that to me.
You understand? There will be nothing in the earth that will be able to say that God did not touch with water.
My God, teach that.
God did not touch with the power of the flow. God said, I'm going to supply. The fourth thing is that God is going to supply, watch this, water in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
Yes, ma'am.
Two things is going to happen when God began to supply water in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
My God, come on.
And pass this for you. God said the time of refreshing is going to come.
My God.
Time of renewal is going to come. The second thing that is going to happen is that all things is going back to its original functionality.
Thank you, God.
All things are going back to restoration. You hear that? So the time of refreshing, when the water, because the water symbolized a visitation from God.
Yes, ma'am.
When the water began to fall on you, because it's going to fall.
Thank you, God.
I don't know if it's going to fall on you when you're on your job.
My God.
It may fall on you in the church. It may fall on you in your household. It may fall on you in the grocery store. But I promise you, the water, the hour of visitation, where the Spirit of God is going to arrest you.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen. And it's only going, the first thing that this water is going to do, it's going to touch the heart of those that are chosen, God chosen people. And the chosen people are those that had enough sense to drink. Amen. We read it in the 21st verse. Those that are chosen are those that have enough sense to drink. Oh my God. See, Noah was telling me that the water was coming too, but they didn't believe him. Amen. And so I stopped by to let you know tonight that the water is coming again.
All right.
But this water is not coming to destroy.
All right.
But this water is coming to restore.
Yes.
This water is coming to build up. This water is coming to, in order that you can be repaired. Amen. And when the chosen people begin to drink, Lord help me here, then the praises of the people shall be, somebody say, released. I said, the water, when the water comes in, the chosen people now will begin to be, somebody shout, release. Oh my God, I'm finished right there. And so when God began to send us again, the rain, the water, oh my God, the water of blessing, the water of victory, Lord help me here. The purpose for the Father giving us fresh water. We need water, y'all. The church have lost its praise and lost its power, lost its purpose and lost its destiny. We need fresh water. Somebody said we need fresh water. Come on, tell